Driving seems simple, right? You pick a side, stick to it, and avoid crashing into oncoming traffic. But what if I told you which side you drive on has just as much to do with politics as it does with convenience? Most countries choose their driving side based on practicality, geography, or colonial influence. But some? Oh, honey, some switch lanes like they were making a political statement. And if we're handing out awards for the most politically charged traffic shifts, we've got 3 clear winners. First, the United States. Before gaining independence, the American colonies drove on the left, following British customs, because, duh, they were British colonies. But after the Revolutionary War, America decided to flip the bird to Britain in every way possible, including how they drove. Redcoats ride left? Well, we're going right. This wasn't just a petty breakup move. The Louisiana Purchase and French influence, France also drove on the right, reinforced the shift, and by the time cars hit the roads, right-hand driving was the norm. If Britain did it, America was doing the opposite. Petty? Maybe. Effective? Absolutely. But wait, there's a wild gun theory in the mix too. In the colonial era, people often traveled by wagon. Most were right-handed, so they sat on the left to keep their dominant hand free to whip horses or, draw a gun if needed. If you're driving on the right side of the road, it means your weapon hand is closer to approaching strangers, making it easier to draw and fire if things got dicey. And given America's enthusiastic relationship with firearms, some believe this locked in their love for right-side driving. Because, hey, why not make highways feel like the Wild West? Then came World War II, the Korean Divide, and yet another politically driven traffic switch-up. During Japan's occupation of Korea, 1910 to 1945, the country was forced to adopt left-hand traffic because Japan, as we all know, does not like to compromise. North Korea, under Soviet influence, switched to right-hand traffic because the Soviets loved doing things their way. South Korea, under U.S. military administration, also switched to right-hand traffic in 1946, partially to align with American traffic standards, partially to erase traces of Japanese rule. So, South Korea didn't just switch for practicality. It was also a symbolic, new era move to distance itself from its colonial past and cement its alliance with the U.S. Now, the last but certainly not least, Myanmar. Myanmar's switch is pure chaos wrapped in political absurdity. As a former British colony, Myanmar originally drove on the left, like all good British subjects. Then, in 1970, military dictator Ne Win woke up one morning and said, "Let's go right." Why? Official reason? Breaking away from British influence, a theme, clearly. Unofficial reason? His astrologer told him it would bring good luck. Yep, Myanmar switched because of astrology. Forget traffic laws. The stars said swerve right. And the kicker? Most of Myanmar's cars still have right-side steering wheels, making driving there a high-stakes gamble every day. While countries like Sweden and Canada switched driving sides for border convenience, the US, South Korea, and Myanmar did it out of pure political rebellion. America, ditching British customs like a scorned ex and adding their gun lovers' logic. South Korea, flipping the script on Japanese colonial influence. Myanmar, because a dictator's personal astrologer decided traffic flow should align with the cosmos. Driving on the left or right. The politics and odd reasons behind your steering wheel.